punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Slot man moves right. To throw on second down. Jensen trying to find Caldwell, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard, right there around the 35-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here's Prescott. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And the D looking like they may blitz. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it, got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On second down, Elliott, and he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed. And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well. Showed it right there. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. They go to Elliott again. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Prescott from the gun. A dump off to Elliott. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal from, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. First quarter touchdown run. Remember, this coming on the heels of his NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance that was so great last week.
Did you feel the rumble all the way up here in the
big bodies up front?
Big bodies moving people, and him, of course, charging through those great holes that were created.
So off to a great start here. Maybe looking for award number 2, adding to the award that he won last week in the NFC. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
Here we go now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right near the 39.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty. But there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. First down carry by Elliott. And he's got room. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Prescott on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Second down, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Cowboys on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Now let's go. Over.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and it's a 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They'll look to throw here on first down. Dancing to his left. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back to throw here. Enunwa's got it, complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Over. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll look to throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Taco Charlton in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, He's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Now let's go. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gibson. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A second down throw for Prescott. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now a hit and a loose football. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first
just had to hold on to the ball.
And his kick is good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here we go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
All right, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. And he's brought down after a good game. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go now.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's complete to Drake. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Carpenter. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. So 2nd and medium. 2nd and 5 now. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a quick throw here that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Prescott now on 2nd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd down, and the offense needing 5 yards. 10th carry now for Elliott. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The give is to Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
It's complete to Fuller. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now they try the right side here. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a third down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott forced out to his left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So make it 3 field goals for him now. And this last one tightens things up a bit.
And I know that offense is on the sideline right about now, checking out the tablets and saying, man, we let a good chance slip away there. We've got to start finishing some of these drives.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down following the run.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be taken at the 13. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Cowboys on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller in there for a big milestone in this game. Sack number 198 of his career, tying him with Hall of Famer Reggie White for second place all time. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. And running with power here. So they boost their advantage here in the 4th quarter. And don't get me wrong, you take the points. I guess the only downside is didn't really get to milk any of the clock here in this last quarter.
But they'll take the points because, as you and I both know, here in the 4th quarter, things intensify. And while they may not have taken firm command of the game, it does give them a little bit of a cushion.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. He got 29 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
2nd down, Prescott. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Prescott on 1st down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 23 yards on the play. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. From the red zone now, Prescott. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Shift together here from the D-line. A give to Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270.
And oh, he coughed it up. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Looking to throw. Oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game.
Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Down to the 25. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And out now come the Cowboys. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Flushed out right, and he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. He'll look to throw. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now. They'll run it now out of the gun. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Saints on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. Got his man, it's Caldwell. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Lutz now to kick this one away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
He's going to let it fly and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. Now Prescott. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Prescott to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out.